Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Road to Eagle Scout Skills. I'm your host, and this is part two of my outdoor ethics series. Today, I'll be going over the Leave No Trace principles. The first one is plan ahead, prepare. So this means knowing what weather you're going to encounter, um, knowing the regulations of the area you're going to travel in, camp in, repacking food to minimize waste, and using a map and compass to get around instead of putting in flags in the ground or painting over a rock or something. Uh, map and compasses are just the overall good, like the best way to navigate throughout different areas. Next is traveling and camping on durable surfaces. Um, just like don't make a trail or a campsite if there's already one available for use. Good campsites are found, not made. So just be sure not to disrupt the environment just because you want to make a campsite. Next is disposing of waste properly. So in my last video, I mentioned pack it in, pack it out. Just to reiterate that means if you bring something in that produces trash or waste, then you must pack it out. So like if you have like small garbage bag worth of stuff, like granola bar wrappers and things like that, be sure to not just leave them at the campsite, leave them on the floor or leave them on the trail, don't like throw them in the water or anything. Just be sure to pack it out when you're all done hiking and stuff. This can also include if you need to dispose of solid human waste, then dig a cat hole between 6 and 8 inches, and at least 200 feet away from water, camp, and like other trails. Cover and disguise the cat hole when finished. Yeah, so just basically self-explanatory. And to wash yourself or your dishes, carry water 200 feet away from streams or lakes due to and use small amounts of biodegradable soap. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the disposing of waste property. Next is leave what you find. So preserve the past, examine but do not touch. Cultural or historic structures and artifacts. This could mean like a lot of. This can mean like this can be meant as an act of disrespect to the cultures like surrounding it. Also, just keep it safe. Keep it like upright, just because it's a sensitive area, so you don't want to go damaging things that are like already sensitive. Leave rocks, plants, and other natural objects as you find them. No need to really take a rock home. And avoid introducing or transporting non-native species into a group like an area. You don't. It's probably not a good idea to bring like a plant from like Southern California to an area in Utah. Campfires can cause lasting impacts into the backcountry, so it's best to minimize campfire impacts. Use a lightweight stove for cooking and like lanterns and such. One thing I use is a propane tank, like those small like round ones that you connect to a stove. I use that for cooking. It boils water and you pour it into like a mountain house or like a MRE, something like that. And where fires are permitted, use already established fire rings and fire pans or mount fires so that you don't cause any damage to the area around you. And and on that note, make sure that you keep the fire small. Use only sticks from the ground that can be broken by hand. And if you already have like just prepackaged like fuel logs, that's good. And make sure to burn. If you plan on lighting a fire, make sure to burn all wood and close to ash. Put out campfires completely, and then scatter the cool ashes just to be sure it's properly cool, it's properly extinguished. Next is preserve respect wildlife. So if you see like a animal, uh, be sure to respect it from afar, observe it from afar. Do not follow it or come close to it, as you might spook it off. You might cause like a panic among the other animals or something like that. But still, it's a good idea just to be at a distance from wildlife creatures, and never feed them. They might go start over time if enough people start to feed them. They might go attached to food from humans, and that's the only thing they'll eat from then on, and therefore that'll disrupt the wildlife. Like they might disrupt like the species of plants that they regularly eat. Something it'll disrupt the food chain, I think it's called. So just be sure not to eat any. Be sure not to feed the animals your own like human food, or any food in general, unless like I highly doubt that these exist. But if certain places have like animal food available to feed them, but still I wouldn't feed them anything from like so that they won't rely on humans. So yeah, it's also going back to like picking up your trash. You don't want like an animal choking on your granola bar wrapper, so be sure to pick up your trash so that you don't damage the wildlife's like bodies. And then and it may and if avoid wildlife during sensitive times like mating or nesting or raising young, or like in the winter. There are times where like an animal will like probably feel threatened if you like come close to it because it's going to like protect its young. So be sure not to like come close to animals for really any reason, but especially not during these times. So that's it for that point. Finally, the final point in the Leave No Trace principles is to be considerate of others, respect all other visitors, and protect the quality of the experience. They're enjoying nature as much as you are, so they want to have a good time. They don't want to be like disrupted during their time of like calmness and nature, things like that. Be sure to be courteous. It's one of the points in the Scout Law. Yield to other users on the trail. So, like, it's kind of like be sure to not bump into one another on the trail, like physically. Leave room for the other person. Even means like stopping for a second. Step to the downhill side of the trail when encountering like horses. Like people on the horses going by. Take breaks and camp away from trails and other visitors. So like you don't want to be you don't want to be camping too close to other people, otherwise you'll kind of like invade the space. And then finally, let nature's sound prevail. Avoid loud noises and noises and voices. So pretty much just if you need to be quiet, be quiet. This might like loud noises might spook out wildlife that other people are like trying to look at, or also you might disrupt other people. So just general like don't be too loud kind of thing. And yeah, that's pretty much the Leave No Trace. As always, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and share this to other people who might find it interesting. Thank you.